Like the last time that I feel like there's like a lot of eyes watching me, you know? It's like the last time I'll ever be adjudicated, really, graded, and it's just like, it's how I'm gonna get my degree. But, you know, I'm feeling very nervous, honestly. But yeah, everything has to be memorized, which is a lot of pressure, and you get points off if you don't memorize it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get like 5 points off.
First page of Google might not be the best for everyone, but for business owners it is.
This is one of the tunes we're doing, so I just listened to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played in the high school jazz band, actually, but I was never really good enough to be in like the top jazz ensemble. And you know, because jazz is really a coveted art form, like you really need private lessons to learn about jazz. You know, it comes from listening to the records, but there is an aspect that you can't really attain without, you know, access to that kind of quality education. Jazz is about a lot of things. Mainly, I would say the most important core aspects are language, lineage, and harmony. It really boils down to those 3 things, and I don't think you can really understand what you're doing or really take up space in this genre without knowing those things, or without making them a vital aspect to your playing, to your writing, to your composing, to your arranging, just everything. Everything under the sun. An expensive hobby, that's definitely one way of putting it. I mean, to even crack into the world of jazz, it takes just so much context and so much extra knowledge that you wouldn't get in school. You don't get that in any real, you know, high school education, elementary education, even, you know, collegiate education to some extent, because it's really gate kept and it kind of just has like trickled down in these special circles. And you know, that's sort of the beauty of it, that, you know, it's a lineage that people are, you know, making continuous and bringing and transferring through different people, through different musicians, through different stories, you know, and everyone's compositions tells a story, another part to the lineage. But, you know, that's what makes it so exclusive, so coveted. And it's really hard because when I was growing up, I couldn't afford lessons. I obviously couldn't afford the best saxophone, you know, or really just like a new box of reeds, which is such a small cost. This is all set. I do have to finish a chart tonight, though, for tomorrow. For self-criticism, that has been, you know, a huge part of my playing as a jazz musician, and it's been almost crippling to a point where, you know, I just have this intrusive thought just telling me, you know, you can't play like this, you know. Should you play like the third on the dominant chord? Should you play the fourth on the dominant chord? You know, just like constantly doubting every little thing I would do, and it was mostly fueled by not only my performance anxiety, but just, you know, the really ingrained fear of failure that my professors have instilled in me. And, you know, to some extent, it's motivating. You know, I'm really receptive to self-criticism, and I use it to practice to get better. But it just got to a point where it took over, and all I could think about was that, you know, I'm so behind, and they would compare me to others in my program who went to fancy art schools and, you know, had all this, you know, accessibility to music, and, you know, everyone comes from a different, you know, path, but it got to be too much, and it was too, it was like paralyzing at a point for sure. Arnie's going to comp for me, pianist, and then once Arnie is done comping, he is going to take 2 courses, and then we're going to play the head out together and harmonize on the last A section. Now we're back at the top, and we're at the head. We do that for the head, too. We like. You know, when I get up there, sometimes just everything goes blank. The melody is gone, the composition I spent months working on, the rhythms are gone, the harmony is gone, and I'm really just, you know, I'm up there physically, but mentally I'm somewhere else. And it really sucks when that happens, because all of your hard work goes out the door, and I spent a lot of time trying to combat that, and it's definitely like my greatest fear with music. Maybe I should just start? I feel like they just opened it like 5 minutes ago. Okay. What time is it over there, Anthony? What time is it on my laptop?
3 o'clock on the dot.
Okay, can you press the mute button on my computer, please? Just press the one button. One button. Yeah, that one. Thanks. Okay, let's just go.